Good evening, Chux class. I know I got Mr. Liam in class. You, sir, are going to get yourself an advanced lesson. So, Mr. Brandon, excellent, Mr. Brandon, and all those other ladies who hopefully you're watching your class and participating. Again, put your name on the comments. Otherwise, I am assuming that you haven't taken class. And again, I'm not going to go into this as I did last time. Everyone has to focus on time management. So for my youngsters, I made a comment during my demo class earlier today. You're giving mom and dad a hard time about getting your homework assignments done, and it turns out that you have zero time in the day because you've been complaining to mom and dad about getting all of it done. Well, then now you're monkey wrenching the whole stream of things here. So please make sure that you guys are taking care of your normal everyday activities, including practicing as you would have normally done it, outside of this whole situation. But anyway, let's get it chucking. So today we're going to be focusing on the timing of chucking. We've talked about 1-to-1s, 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s, warped 1-to-3s, all sorts of different shapes. And up until now, it's just been, is it the correct shape? Like, okay, this looks correct. This looks correct. This looks correct. All of it is, based upon, if I draw a triangle, you'll say it's a triangle. But what if I asked you, well, what's the angle of each of those angles on the triangle? That would be a little bit more specific. Or when I draw a circle, how big is the circle? How small is the circle? Okay. How smooth is the circle? The square, all these different shapes. There's details behind the shape, not just simply it's a square, triangle, or circle. So we're going to be working with timing. So one of the things I want you to be able to do is we're going to be using a metronome, which some of you guys might have one of those old school ones back in the day where you had the little swinging arm. There's actually a lot of value in that. Let me explain this. Now, when you have that one, the visual representation of that metronome, not just the ticking sound, is helpful in how you're going to use this. If you're one of those tech guys and you have yourself your little metronome app that we have here, it does give you an auditory sound. So you'll hear the dot, 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 but it also gives you a visual sound. So if you have a smartphone, download a metronome app that you can see. It's very helpful when it comes to being able to chuck and see something, okay? All right, so now let's start focusing on this one here. So Ms. Joanna, you're gonna give me a beat that's gonna be slow enough for the circle, okay? All right, so let's hear a beat and I'll have you get close enough to the camera so that way everyone can hear this beat. So Mr. Liam and Brandon are in class, right? Okay, all right, so give me a nice slow beat, Ms. Joanna. Okay, everybody at home can hear that? Thumbs up? Yes. Okay, all right, 1-to-1. So right now, the goal is not just simply I got the circle. I want to hit the bottom of the circle on that dink. All right, a little faster. Okay, now keep that beat. What if I want to change the emphasis to a strike here? Pop, 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 pop. A little faster. Come on, come on. There you go. Good. All right, now what the focus is that each time, thank you very much, good timing, is that I'm trying to repeat getting to a spot at the same time every single time, not just simply it's fast enough to keep up with the beat. How do you know that? So now let's use a downward figure eight as this example. So as I make each of these cuts, the goal would be at a certain point in time, I should hear that peak sound when I'm in the center or on a down cut. And I get to choose that. I get to choose when I'm getting that cut. So I'm going to do a downward figure eight, and then she's going to put on a slower beat that we had maybe in the very beginning, and I'm going to match the beat with it, and I'm going to try to match that cut at the right time that I hear that peak sound. Go ahead. I'm going to choose this one, that one, down, 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 good, down, 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 down. Okay, Mr. Man, a little faster. Down, 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 down. Okay, now pause. Each time I heard the higher beat, the dun, dun, dink, again, whatever you want to call it, the dink, the high beat, whatever it is, I'm hitting that same spot. Okay, now there's going to get to a point where that's just going to be impossible for you to keep up with the speed of the beat. All right, don't go, rap speed, but something that's going to be a little faster. That seems like this will be difficult to do. I might have to change the technique. And let's wait for her choice. Well, honestly, everyone see it? All right, now, where's my cut? That cut, for me, felt like that's the one that met the beat, okay? And I literally had to be like, okay, right now, okay, go, do the same one, and listen. This is going to be way off. I'm going to try to match this to warps 1 to 3. I might get it, I might not. Okay, I got lucky. Okay, so the bottom portion of that matched the beat. What I'm getting at is there's going to be beats that are just not going to match the move, or you're going to end up having to say, you know what, I'm going to have to pick. This is a difficult thing. You're going to have to be able to find a beat inside of the beat. So just remember, each time that you're practicing this, you're trying to challenge yourself, so that way you are catching yourself in a position where I'm matching the beat and the movement at the same time. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to have Miss Joanna stick with the same beat, and that you're going to end up choosing different beat speeds. I'm going to change the technique based upon that. Okay. All right. So here goes. Miss Joanna, give me a slow beat, and I'm going to call off the ratios. Whether or not you have your Chux with you or not, so it doesn't really matter. If you do have your Chux, try to keep up with the ratio that I'm doing, and we'll switch it around as we go. All right, 1 to 1 circle, nice and easy. Downward figure 8. Upward figure 8. Keep at the pace. Repeatable, not just this. I'm choosing to hit on this side. Vertical 1 to 2. I'm just choosing it on the bottom. Waiting for it. Warp 1 to 3. Right here. Right here. Right here. All right, 1 to 3 regular. You hear that big cut? Okay, now that's enough of that nice slow beat. I like I was falling asleep. All right. As a matter of fact, some of these beats are so methodical that you'll be like, well, there's not a whole lot of action going on. So sometimes you got to mix it up. All right, so let's go a little bit faster. Let's hear what you got first. Okay, I like that. All right, 1 to 1s. Ready? Let's do it. Pop, pop. Wherever it is that you're timing it off, find that repeatable spot when you hear that peak. Ready? Down figure 8. Pop. Almost wanted to do a 1 to 3. I like a 1 to 3. Pop, pop. 1 to 2 on the way up. Pop, 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 pop. Vertical. Pop, pop, or pop, pop. Again, I'm repeating the same spot. Okay, warp 1 to 3. Right there. Pop, pop. Back there, back there, back there. Okay, 1 to 3. So not a small circle each time. Okay, and break. Okay, so far we've, oh, there we go. All right, so far we've had a slow beat, somewhere in between beat. And then when she picks this faster beat, you're going to have to be selective. You're going to have to say, well, you know, we haven't thrown throws into this, which, you know, that is going to play a whole other role. And we haven't done any hand rolls, thumb rolls or finger rolls or anything like that. That's going to add a challenge to all of this. And you need timing with that, but we'll get to that in 1 second. All right, you got nothing too crazy, right? Okay, let's hear the beat first. A little bit. These guys are laughing at me out here. They're like, let's have Mr. Erik do this beat. All right, that's game. I'm game. This is good. Bottom. Get to the bottom each time you hear the ding. Downward. Each side. Here, here, it's repeatable. Feel it? It would be impossible. I don't like that. I just feel like I'm going crazy. All right, upward. And I can go slower because I'm able to slow the move down to get that peak at the right time. To try to be able to make it fast enough to be able to match it perfectly now. All right, vertical. Down on the bottom. A little bit of stance. You know that, I like that. All right, work. Bottom on both sides, here and back there. Here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, here, and break. All right, give yourself a hand. Nice job, nice job. Remember, the majority of the work is not right this very second. This is you learning about what you're going to practice. Okay, so when you're at home, that's the discovery. Okay, all right. So now we're going to change gears just ever so slightly. So now when we're doing the hand rolls and the throws and stuff like that, you're going to have to say, how do I get back into the beat? And part of it is going to be like just the right timing. Okay, give me that slower beat again. You know, Mrs. DJ. All right, wiki, 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 wiki. Okay. All right, sorry, I'll never do that again. Go ahead, let's see what you got. All right, hand rolls, because you guys all diligently practice your hand rolls last week with good stance. Again, I've seen a couple submissions. I want to see good stance. All right, so I'm going to do some hand rolls. Drop C's. Okay, now, hopefully you notice something. When you do a roll, that puts an upset in the timing, and it's up to you to get back into the timing. This is great to do it to a song, and not every song holds a steady beat. Some songs are just like all over the place. But this is a very steady beat that you're working off of. And trying to get a hand roll, a very finesse move out of this in the process of you doing this entire setup is very difficult to be able to jump back into it. So you have to actually pick a beat. Now, can you give me something a little slower? A little more. A little faster. Oh. I'm falling asleep. There you go. That's good. Okay, so I got some big strikes going. Handoffs. Okay, break for 1 second. Did you notice that there was times where I had to get the hand roll between in order for me to get that swing at the right time? I had to get here because there was no way I was going to be perfectly timed for that peak when I did this. I waited for the moment to swing. So there's a secret there. When you're throwing your power strokes, your 8-strike pattern, that is easy to match a beat. A hand roll is the pause in between. So go slightly faster, just a little bit. I'm going to do some 8 strikes based upon some thumb rolls and hand rolls, maybe the wheel a little bit. That's good. Okay. And break. Okay. I think it's a matter of listening to the beat and being able to understand that when you do the hand roll, it's not going to be perfectly timed, but the next stroke can be. So again, it's a lull. So let me explain the homework that you're going to be doing this coming week. Number 1, I want to see your legs move. So I shouldn't see like this. That looks great. Give me some stance. When you're dropping down to those stances, I want to see that. It's going to help out with the beat. So that's part 1. Part 2 is I want you to think about a slow, medium, and fast that you're able to pull off at home. If you don't have a metronome, and if mom or dad are like, you know what, I'll do it to my clap. That's fine. As long as you're able to match the beat, and I'm looking for you to keep with the beat with at least a 1-to-1, a 1-to-2, a 1-to-3, a couple of moves that you're able to match the pacing of the timing. So when you're focusing on a slow beat, what kind of moves are you going to do? How are you going to time it? If you're doing it off a medium pace beat, again, something that's doable. When you're at fast, don't go so fast that it's impossible. I'm not looking for something silly. That's not what I want. I want it at the extreme where you say, I can keep up with it, and it's repeatable, and I can get myself into each of those moves, and I got a good stance to be able to boot, okay? We're coming up on the last minute on our, we got 5 minutes, okay. 7:55, okay. All right, now before I switch gears for this thing, any questions on that homework assignment? The goal is to get themselves a metronome, finding that they can have a good beat. Okay, so Mr. Liam and Brandon, they thumbs up on that? Excellent, okay. Now, does everyone have their chucks in this class?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so now we're gonna do a little bit of freestyle chucking for the last 2 minutes. Miss Joanna's gonna switch the beat on every 20-second basis. Every 20 seconds, your job is to be able to match the chucking with me. And the goal is, again, try to be able to have some, maybe a throw in there, a hand roll, a wheel, and try to get back to the beat. And I'm gonna be working with you. I'm gonna be having to figure it out. This is unprepped, just like you'll be practicing this unprepped. Okay, all right, so give me a beat that you're gonna start us off with. Everyone hears it at home? All right, let's go. Thirty seconds. And break. She's just having fun. She's just having fun. Did they keep up? Give herself a hand. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, typically we'll be listening to a song when we do all this kind of stuff, but I think this is a little bit more academic, that when you're practicing it to a specific beat, you're really having to go down to the nitty-gritties, and it kind of defines whether or not it's a very predictable pattern that you're doing. So when you're making your downward figure eight, if it randomly gets to that spot, something's wrong with your timing on the downswing or the upswing or the outside swing. You want to make sure that she matches, okay? So when you turn in this homework assignment, I want slow, medium, and fast. When you're slow, you're matching the beat, and try not to let the chuck get to here. I don't know if you noticed on that first beat that Miss Joanna gave us, it was very difficult to get the chuck to actually stay alive. It was so slow that it kind of died, and you need to keep it alive. It needs to be at full extension, okay? So when you're doing the slow, keep it alive. When you're doing fast, just don't lose track about where the beat is and don't hit anything, okay? All right, good work today. Definitely want to see some of my guys that haven't been in class. If I don't see your name in the comment section, I'm assuming you didn't take class. So, where are you? All right, you know I love you, I miss you. Keep practicing, and we'll see you soon. Chip, thank you for teaching me. You're dismissed, you may escape.